We are just 5 days away from the start of the 2023 legislative session under the Gold Dome, and a hotly debated issue set to take center stage. We're talking about guns. The state's constitutional carry law is now in effect, allowing any non-felon to have a gun in public without a permit. Atlanta News First reporter Patrick Quinn has more from the state capitol on how local lawmakers are balancing gun rights and protecting, Patrick, the public from gun violence.
And tonight I spoke with State Senator Elena Parent. She has a bill that will go before legislators here at the state capitol this session, and if passed, her bill would allow events to ban guns at public parks, what's currently not allowed under the state's constitutional carry law.
Frankly, there's danger involved in a state with guns as ubiquitous as we have them here in Georgia, where you've got a lot of people.
State Senator Elena Parent said it's a safety issue and an economic issue. She believes she'll have bipartisan support to allow organizers like Music Midtown to set up screenings and ban guns from large events at public parks if they want to. It would just give them an option.
Yes, it would just give them an option. They wouldn't have to do it.
Parent said she expects a slew of bills and robust debate at this legislative session over guns, especially in light of the state's constitutional carry law going into effect January 1st, where you no longer need to have a permit to carry a gun in Georgia.
We have a governor who's changed the law so much so that people with these don't matter anymore.
Atlanta City Council member Antonio Lewis flashed us his gun permit. He just guided an ordinance through Atlanta City Council, calling for the city to hand out roughly 2,000 free lock boxes to help encourage gun owners to safely store their firearm.
So ideally, you'd like to see these locks used not just in a car, but also potentially at home as well.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I need them. If you have a gun, I think you need to lock it.
Lewis said the shooting on the 17th Street Bridge that took the lives of a 12 and 15-year-old inspired his safe storage initiative. He said he's not against guns, just wants to deter accidental shootings and reduce thefts of unsecured guns and the violence that can come from them.
This is a way for us to put a dent in crime, even if we save one life.
And again, the legislative session starts January 9th. Now, State Senator Parent, who you just heard from, she expects things to move slowly in the early days with the more controversial issues to really pick up steam by late January. From the state capitol, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
Patrick, thank you. Tonight.